Beautiful blade. Now, with that in mind, you notice that this has a different type of blade on it than, let's say, your convexed Bravo 1. Or, for instance, a hunting blade that I have that has a full flat grind. Okay? Alright. And then you're looking at this one, where you have your Bowie style. And even different still is, let's say, my other knife that I like to use, the DL Drew, which has a hollow grind. What is the difference? What are they used for? Well, I'm going to go into that a little bit and show you some images that I got. And just right off the bat, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, the more durable would be your clip style, and it won't be your full flat grind. This would probably be your most durable. My preference is your convex. I love convex. This is just incredible. It gets incredibly sharp. Hollow grind, that used to be my favorite, and it gets razor sharp. It gets very sharp. This is what your razors are like the old style razors. Those were a hollow grind, and they taper off where it's very easy to maintain that razor sharp's edge. But due to the fact that it's hollow, you're losing a lot of material in the center of the blade, and that's a loss of strength. Whereas the full flat grind, you have all that material there, which makes it a very good slicer, which makes it a very good hunting knife. Very good hunting knife. At the same time, the durability of something that's not a full flat grind. You just don't have that full spine here, which you could use, which would give it that strength to, pry open a door or something. You're not going to have the same strength in a full flat grind as you would on a half flat grind. And it might be there. I know there's a name for that, and I apologize for not doing my research on that. And that's why when it comes to this convex on the Bravo 1, they do leave a little bit of a spine there to give it that extra strength if you wanted to use this as a pry bar. Because the Bravo 1 was designed to be a military style knife, even though it works wonderful for the field and mountaineering. Alright, well, looking at the different blades and the different blade styles you have, like I was explaining, how you have that spine on these to give it extra strength in a prying situation. Even the hollow grind has that. And now the flat grind does not have that. But with the flat grind, you have no missing material in the middle like you would with a hollow grind. Alright, I got some pictures here I could show you guys how these things actually work without cutting my finger off. See if I can see how that comes out. Here we go. Beautiful. Now, looking at this, what you're looking at right here in this picture is a convexed edge. All right, and the convexed edge is like the Bravo. Okay, it's one solid swoop, if you will, that comes down to a sharp point. All right, and that's why when you're resharpening a convexed edge, you would use a strop or something with maybe some 1000 grit sandpaper or whatnot, and you'd be coming in a backwards motion, sharpening up your knife. And then you have your typical V grind, which could be describing any type. We're not discussing what's up in this section. So this is actually magnified. Alright, so it's a magnified section. What you're looking at from here down is the actual swoop. So we're not talking about whether it's a hollow grind or whether it's a flat grind, alright? What we're talking about is the basic edge. And what you'll have with the edge is it will be coming down, and then you'll have a section that gets even sharper. Now to magnify this area right here, you're going to be coming down, right? And then it's going to come out. Now what you have here is that little lip right here. With a convex, you don't have that lip. Alright, so it's going to be a better slicer. It's going to, it's in its nature. It's going to be a sharper knife. Period. Alright. A lot of people feel that this type of knife is more durable. Alright, your typical V grind, where you'll have that little section right here. And I do agree that it does give it some durability, because if a crack or a micro chip does happen, the chip in the edge of the blade will usually stop right here. So it will not affect your entire knife. Okay? So it will just affect this tip, which can be just resharpened. Whereas a convex, if you do sustain a heavy blow, it can actually chip off a very big, large chunk of your blade, which could be an issue. There's many ways of getting around that, and what I do with my Bravo 1 to even increase its edge is, after I do sharpen up my Bravo 1, this is my FR1 pouch, this is my tool pouch actually, what I'll do is I'll take a ceramic, and this is made by Case, but you can get these anywhere, and it's just a ceramic sharpener. And after I do the final sharpening on my strop, I will just take it and I will give it 1 or 2 strokes. And what that does is it puts a micro bevel on this convex edge. Alright, just a micro bevel, just a slight one. It also gives it a final touch-up. And I'm telling you, just by doing that, it makes your Bravo 1 beyond sharp. It's already the sharpest knife that I have. And when you do that with your putting that micro bevel on it, you are bringing this into a realm of a knife that is just deadly, deadly sharp. Absolutely deadly sharp. And I use this all the time. I think I've resharpened it since I used it last. This is just a deadly, deadly blade. Beautifully made. So, and well, I got another image here also, and that everyone talks